What is going on, guys? And welcome back to another NHL 21 season predictions. Today we will be doing my Central Division standings. My predictions for the Central Division in 2021. Of course, new divisions this year. But very interesting divisions. If you didn't watch my last video, I would love it if you could. I thought I had a pretty good grasp on that division because I know those teams. I've seen, my Islanders have been playing against those teams for so long. I know the style of hockey that each of them play. But this one, I don't know how this division's gonna stack up. I think you got a few good teams, and I think you have a few definitely bottom of the teams, and it should be interesting. But I like how the Stars and Lightning are in the same division after last year's Stanley Cup. Anyways, in 8th position, I have the Detroit Red Wings, and yeah, that's what most people will have. They're going through a rebuild. Definitely the worst team on paper in this division. I mean, is there much else to say besides, they're going to come in last. They might be the worst team again in the league, but I really hope they aren't. If they don't come in last, I'll be kind of happy. I like Detroit. I think, they're one of those original 6 teams that I do like. So I would definitely be not mad if they didn't come in last. I would actually be kind of happy if So with that said, it was really tough for number 7. I mean, who really deserves number 7? Because somebody's got to deserve it. And, I don't know if I have a grasp on this one. But here we go. Anyways, I mean, again, I have 3 more teams to not make the playoffs. I don't think it's the toughest division, but I just think they're very even teams. So I will go ahead and say that it's going to be the Blackhawks in number 7. I like Chicago, and to put 2 original 6 teams at the bottom 2 of the division. But I really think that's a fair assessment of this team. They have 2 really star players, Taves and Kane. But just look at their goaltending. I mean, they got Malcolm Subban, who's not a bad goalie, but when he becomes, a reliable, when you need to rely on him, is he really the best? I think, look at it. Hey, the Lightning are going to win a ton of games against them. I mean, they play them 8 times. What are you saying? 6, 7 wins against the Blackhawks? 6 wins? So, I just think Blackhawks struggle this year, and they will finish at that 7th mark. At 6, I have the Nashville Predators, and it's tough to put the Predators at 6 because they are each and every year always a solid team. When do you ever say the Predators are not making the playoffs? They always make it, but I think in a new division, they will struggle a little more. And it's not that they're not they're not good. I think they're just a decent team, not a great team, but a tough division. They will struggle, and that's where I stand on the Nashville Predators. So now we go to 5, and yeah, in 5th I have the Hurricanes. I have the Hurricanes. Sorry. I have the Blue Jackets in 5th. Yeah. A lot of talk's been going on with the Blue Jackets about trading Pierre-Luc Dubois. I've seen the Blue Jackets, of course. They were in the Metro Division for a little time there. Now we're switching divisions. I really could see them making the playoffs. It's just, I just put them one spot out. I think they're better than the bottom 3 teams, but with Tortorella, I mean, you never know what he's got in mind, what this team's gonna do with him as the coach. So that's why I didn't put him, you know, maybe 6th or 7th, maybe, like, you know, I put the Predators instead. I think I went with the majority, though, that I don't know if I did. Did I go with the majority, like, of these top 4 teams, or did the Panthers not make it? Or did the Hurricanes not make it? Or did the Stars not make it? I don't know. Like, what were people's thoughts into predicting this division? I had a tough time on this division. You know, the East is the toughest division to me, but I don't know why, but these teams seem tougher to predict because they all, a lot of them are the same. Like, I think the Blackhawks and Predators, I don't know, can just do the same thing. As well, the Blue Jackets can make the playoffs. It really sets up for a good, interesting NHL season, and it will be fun to watch. So at number 4, I have the Florida Panthers. I feel like, you know, they haven't been the best team by any means in this league, but they have definitely been solid over the last couple of years, trying to build that Florida hockey back. You know, I don't expect this team to make a deep run in the playoffs, but I do expect them to make it there. You know, when you have Barkov and Huberdeau, I mean, how do you not expect to make the playoffs? I mean, Bobrovsky, if he has just a little better year than last year, I think that's just better for them, and you know, they'll make the playoffs even then. So I take the Panthers over the Blue Jackets because in the end, I feel like this team has made the playoffs, and you know, with Quenneville, they'll just, yeah, I just have that gut feeling, you know, that they will make it, that they're going to get it done this year. They're going to come in 4th. They're going to have a solid year. So that's where I stand on the number 4 position. And I would like to see the Panthers over the Blue Jackets. I'm not a fan of the Blue Jackets. We're in the Islanders division. So if that happens, that's fine. I want my predictions to be somewhat right. You know, somewhat. Like, if I can nail 3 of the 4 playoff teams in every division, I mean, I would be happy about that. And I think the top few teams in this division are not hard. It's just, what do they separate? So, at number 3, I am going to go with the Dallas Stars. Yeah, Dallas was one of those teams last year that, you know, they were just solid all year. I mean, you know, I remember the Islanders playing them, and just Dallas absolutely destroyed them twice, I think, last season. And they've been good for a few years now, but last year they really were really good. And I actually thought they were going to win the Stanley Cup, and that was a really stupid prediction. I wanted them to, but I like, you know, I'm a little bit of a Dallas Stars guy. You know, obviously I only like one team. Well, I only have one favorite team, but why not? It's the Dallas Stars. I mean, you know, Dallas is not known for a hockey, or Texas is not known as a hockey state, and it is pretty cool when you see this team do well, and I think they're going to do well this season, but I don't have them in a top 2 spot. I just think that there's 2 teams that will finish above them, and I think that's a fair assessment of where they're at right now. Well, number 2, yeah, the Lightning are not number 2. I will go with the Hurricanes. Yes, I will. I'm not a Hurricanes guy. Swept the Islanders 2 years ago. They've been in the Islanders division, but they're a good team. A lot of good young players, led by Aho. You know, maybe the goaltending situation's a little, you know, not that strong, but I'm not too worried about it. I think, you know, they're going to beat the Red Wings a bunch of times. You know, Blackhawks as well. Even maybe the Blue Jackets, they could beat, you know, 5 times out of 8. I think they can definitely win this division. And that's a bold prediction, maybe. But I don't think they will. I think they'll come short a few points. Maybe 7 points or something like that. And I could be, you know, I don't think I'm wrong on this. I think the Hurricanes are going to make the playoffs with some ease. And they could make a run as well. I feel like well, they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Bruins. That was a great Eastern Conference Finals. But, yeah, so you can't even forget that. Last year they ran into Boston. They don't play Boston well the last 2 years. But does anybody play Boston well besides the Lightning? So, you know, that's where I'm at on the Hurricanes, and I think 2021 could be their season and will be a second place finish in the Central Division. So coming in at number 1 is, of course, the defending Stanley Cup champions, the Tampa Bay Lightning. And it's a very tough prediction for me because Kucherov is injured for the whole season. But even without Kucherov, they are a really good team. And I say that because last year in the playoffs, they were missing Braden Point a couple of games. And it made a little difference for the Islanders, but they were still as powerful. So I think without Kucherov, you know, I would love to see them not make the first place, not make the playoffs. But that's not going to happen. First place is not a definite, but I think with their goaltending, with their just all their pieces, it's going to be tough to beat them. It's going to be tough to beat them. And, you know, against the Blackhawks, you know, Predator, I think they could get 5-6 wins against all these teams, and that just sets up for a good record. Do I expect them to maybe be the best team in the league again? Maybe not. Probably not. I don't know, because without Kucherov, it's going to take a little bit of hit. But I think for this Central Division, they'll be fine and they'll win it. But that's my predictions. I would like to know what you guys think in the comments, because, of course, these are opinions, and this is why opinions are so beautiful, because I know you guys don't agree with my list, and that's perfectly fine. I don't think I made too many bold things in either episode, really, except maybe this episode put in the... No, not actually. So, maybe the Blue Jackets out of the playoffs was maybe a little, but for some people. But I think it was pretty spot on. But let me know what you think. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. As we get closer to hockey season, you're probably watching this already when hockey season has begun. But I've really enjoyed doing these predictions videos, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching them. I'm excited for the Central Division, and that's surprising because I don't like any of these teams in this division, really. So, yeah. Let me know what you think about this division. I think it's pretty solid. Not as good as the East, but pretty solid. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one, and that's the North Division. Peace.